couple of comics. Allora, intanto grazie a tutti, benvenuti. La band i ragazzi saranno qua sul palco tra una quindicina di minuti circa e quindi comincerà a questo punto la conferenza stampa. Volevo solo darvi un po' di informazioni generali su quello che andrà a succedere. Il mio socio, in questo caso Marek, vi spiegherà, will explain what's going on in the rest of the day.
Hi, and
in the morning.
Thank you, Roberto, our host here at this beautiful Teatro dell'Arte. I think at the
Teatro dell'Arte
Triennale. Triennale, 3 years. It's 3 years. It means something. I welcome you, all of you, from all over Europe and especially from Italy. We're very excited to have you here. A warm welcome to the media also. I've already had an opportunity to talk to the media a little bit. So now for the fans, as you know, our press conference will start at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. And of course, the band will take center stage and explain a little bit what they have done in the past month and what they are going to do. And that, of course, is of great importance to us. After they have, gone through lots of things that they want to tell you, Roberto and I will be here again to lead through questions and answers.
To briefly, I mean, again, start the discussion, the answers, and so on. And so after the band finishes, you will have the possibility, you and the fans, to make questions to them.
Yeah. That is not, the people who are here is not the Depeche Mode ballet. Those are the photographers, just that you know, who are lining up here. They will also dance. You will see them dancing, scrambling, hitting. It's part of a UFC martial arts situation that is happening here for the best position.
But they will not stand for the entire show.
No, they have exactly 1 magic minute, and after the magic minute, they will vacate and leave us alone for whatever has to be said. Gentlemen, excuse me. Thank you very much. You can fight later after Roberto and I are off stage. As you know, the procedure is that after the band has given you the information they want to share with you, we will open up the discussion to the floor, and first and foremost to our dear members of the media. We will pick people who raise their hand. They will be given a microphone, and then they can ask a question, and we hand over to the next person. Also, and of course, we will look at members of the fans asking questions. So please just raise your hand so that I can see you afterwards, or Roberto can see you. And then we will pick also, oh, we have a hand already. Would you like to say something? Oh, you just wave. No, please don't be shy. Have 1 question, be precise, and the question must be in English.
Yeah, the question must be in English for, somebody who's not able to speak English. They make the question in Italian, and, we, Marek or myself, or somebody in the audience, will translate. Of course, the band will reply in English.
Okay. If not, the question will be left unanswered. So I would suggest, if possible, to ask the question in English. It always helps. So that's basically it. We will also take questions from the internet, as far as I know.
Yes, we do.
So there's a lot of questions to be asked. There's a lot of answers to be given. Be precise, be swift, and the more questions are asked, the more questions can be answered. So it all needs our ability to be precise, to be short, and to the point. Other than that, I hope that we will all have a great time. We will enjoy our time with Depeche Mode, and we will enjoy the things they have in mind for us for the future.
Yes, so who is present at this press conference? We have the media, of course we have TV, we have the press and so on. We have the record companies, everybody's coming from all over Europe, and we have the promoters as well from all over Europe, and of course the fans. So just to let you know who is present in here now.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
I wish you a wonderful press conference, and let's get on with it. Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Ciao, Milano. Exactly. So, you have to bear with me. I have some cards here to help me get through this. So first of all, we want to welcome all of the press and the fans and all the guests who are here with us today. And of course, to all the fans that are online watching this live now. We appreciate being here today. Speaking for Martin and Fletch and myself, we're really happy to be here together. I'm excited to announce that we've spent the last couple of years writing and recording a new record. Don't all applause at once. We've been working together this year in Santa Barbara and in New York, and it's all coming together really well. We're really pleased with what we're doing. And we've bought a really small sample here of what we've been working on to just give you a little taste of what we're doing. And we'd like to play that for you now, if that's all right. Should be a little film. So enjoy it.
Where's the revolution? Come on, people, you're letting me down. Where's the revolution? Come on, people, you're letting me down.
Thank you. As you saw, the new album is going to be called Spirit, and we're working to get that album out early next spring. We've been working on the album with a new team. It's been produced by James Ford, and he's helped us to make what we feel is a very incredible sounding record. We hope you like it. We're very proud of it. All right, boys?
We are.
All right, well, I think that's about it.
Haven't we forgot something? Something else that's happening next year? Dave?
Let me think about that.
Was it about the hairdresser?
Oh, yeah, we've got to announce that we don't have a hairdresser on the next tour. No. We want to announce that we will be going on the road, of course, once the album is released in the spring, and we're going to be calling the tour the Global Spirit Tour. At this point, I'd like to bring out our touring host here in Italy, Roberto De Luca, and our dear friend, Marek Lieberberg, from Germany, to talk a little bit more about the tour. So thanks.
Thank you, grazie. E benvenuti a tutti, benvenuti, un caloroso benvenuto alla stampa che è qua numerosissima, alla casa discografica, alla Sony, tutti vengono da tutta Europa, oltre ai media ovviamente anche i promoter di tutta Europa e soprattutto a voi fan, perché anche loro non vengono da tutta Europa, non solo dall'Italia. Vi ringraziamo molto per essere qua presenti a questa presentazione del Tour 2017 che segue quelle di Parigi, Berlino, Düsseldorf e Londra, avvenuta negli anni passati, a cui io fortunatamente ho partecipato a tutte. Io lavoro con i Depeche Mode dal 1990, quando avevo i pantaloni corti ancora, ed era il tour di Violator allora. Grazie ancora per essere qua, ma il grazie particolare va a Andy, va a Martin e va a Dave e a tutto il loro team che con Jonathan, con Alex e con Ginny, questi artisti con il loro team hanno saputo creare con voi fan un rapporto incredibile, ma anche con noi addetti ai lavori. C'è un rapporto di lealtà, di fiducia e soprattutto di partecipazione a tutti quelli che sono i lavori, non soltanto i lavori discografici, ma anche i lavori di tournée, per cui noi ci sentiamo realmente parte di una famiglia e questa è un'occasione direi unica, una sensazione unica che personalmente non ho mai avuto con nessun'altra band, sentirsi veramente parte della famiglia e sentirsi, come dire, partecipi del progetto. Questo ci fa sentire molto orgogliosi, ci fa lavorare molto meglio, in grandissima sintonia. E quindi, ancora una volta, grazie ragazzi, thank you all.
Thank you, Roberto.
And now, Marek, I think we have to speak about something,
I
right?
will now translate this, or you can get a transcript later on under Roberto De Luca / read me now.
I can
No,
say it in
I'll
English if
spare
you
you
want.
that. First and foremost, it's Triennale, it's Teatro dell'Arte, 3 years later, more than 3 years, but seems to be that is the rhythm. And of course, we're very grateful and very excited that Depeche Mode will be going on the Global Spirit Tour. The band is going to reach out to 1.5 million fans all over Europe. It's going to be 32 concerts, mostly open air in stadiums in 21 countries. The last tour that Depeche Mode did, the Delta Machine tour, it had about 2.5 million people. So in this, I think, leg by leg, step by step, we go on, and Europe is 1.5, so that's an amazing, I think that is an amazing figure. And the tour is going on sale this week. And I'd like to tell you, it starts off in Stockholm, Sweden on May 5th. It then goes to Amsterdam, to Antwerp, Nice, Ljubljana in Slovenia, Athens, Bratislava in Slovakia, Budapest, Prague from the Czech Republic. Then our first German show in Leipzig on May 27th, followed by Lille in France, Copenhagen. Who put together this tour plan? Sorry. London, at the London Stadium, I believe that is, Cologne, Germany, Munich, Germany, Hanover, Zurich, Frankfurt, Berlin, Rome, Milano, and Bologna. Paris, France, Gelsenkirchen, Germany, Bilbao, Spain, Lisbon, St. Petersburg and Moscow, Minsk in Belarus, Kiev, Ukraine, Warsaw, Poland, and finishing up on July 23rd in Cluj, Romania. Quite amazing. As I said, the tour is going on sale at the end of this week, or Thursday, Friday. The tickets will be on sale, but really we want to open this up now, as usual, to the floor with questions from the media, questions from the internet, questions from our fans. And before we open that up, really, Martin, I have a question, and I think it's very important, very dear to all of you, Andy and Dave, and that's charity water. I think this tour also is going to be for charity water, is going to collect money for charity, is going to raise awareness. Maybe you tell us a little bit about your charity water.
Yes. I also have some notes, even though I only have a little bit to say. We want to announce that we will be partnering with our friends at Hublot again to continue our support of Charity Water. If you don't know Charity Water, you should. They're an amazing organisation whose goal is to bring clean, safe drinking water to everybody on the planet. On the last tour, with our fans' help, we were able to raise over 1.4 million for Charity Water. Those funds specifically brought clean water to people in Kenya, Cambodia, Ethiopia, and Rwanda. We'll be announcing more information soon on this important project and how you can get involved. There are still a lot of people in the world without clean drinking water. The end.
I'd just like to say one more thing as well. Just a big thanks, of course, to, he's not often mentioned, but he's sitting over there, Mr. Jonathan Kessler, our manager. And Alex Pollard, of course, and Ginny Song, who've helped put all this together as well. Without them, we wouldn't be sitting here, so I wanted to say thanks. And I guess we're now going to answer some questions.
Yes.
So,
Dave, I'll just, we explained already, people are going to raise their hands and then we're going to have our wonderful helpers to hand them over the microphone. It's one question per person. They're attempting it to be in English, which is the language of our press conference. And now, Mr. Roberto De Luca, please, would you choose a member of the cherished Italian press team to answer to put the first question to the
Okay, let's start down there. Luca Dondoni, are you there? Oh, here you are. Okay, do you want to start, Luca? Vuoi cominciare?
Thank you for the start, Roberto, and hi, guys. Thank you to be here in Italy to start this trip that is going to be very, very long. I would like to know something about the aesthetic of what we're going to see, because every 3 years almost you do a new album. Now this is going to be out. I just listened to maybe one of the songs. Is it true that the title is, I write to myself, Western Revolution, as you sing in the song? And if, no? And anyway, what about the text and what about we will see on the stage? Is going to be really different from Delta Machine? Is going to be a change also in a way that you're going to show up during the live concerts? And can you tell us something about the aesthetic also, about inside of the album?
Well, for the tour, we haven't really got together with Anton yet, who will be doing the visuals again. But we are meeting up with him in November and shooting some films, and I believe we're doing a video with him too. So we don't really know what those visuals are going to look like yet. So it's still very early days. I mean, we're not starting the tour till next May. We've got a long time to go before then to arrange everything.
I mean, we're sure as well that it's, you know, that it's going to be as good or better than the last tour. You know, that's what we're aiming for all the time with Depeche Mode.
Well, I just want to make it clear that it didn't say Western Revolution. It was, where's the revolution?
we're asking you.
Ok, grazie Luca, grazie mille. Vorrei passare la parola adesso a Tortarolo, eccolo qua davanti a me, e poi, ecco, vedete le mani alzate, poi passiamo a tutto il resto del pubblico. Grazie.
Allora, what do you think about the rock? The rock, it is dead, completely dead, and do we need now a different, a new vision about music, about sound, about words, about stage?
Well, I mean, for us, you know, we're alive and kicking here. You know, we're still making music together that we're very proud of, and we still want to perform that music for you. And I think that collectively, we still believe that music is one of the possibly only forms that actually brings people together into one place, and you're all there for one reason, and that's to experience something that is moving, and hopefully that's something that we still continue doing. So I think there's great music out there. You just you really got to just look for it.
Thank you very much. From Facebook, we have Tish Leal, who's asking, are you coming to North America?
Yes, we will be coming. Yeah, we didn't mention that, did we? No. No, but that will be part of the tour, and I'm hoping also to get down to South America as well. So those dates will eventually be announced. We're still working on that.
Thanks a lot. Next question here.
Pretty obvious question. When it comes to the title of the record, how would you describe the spirit of the record? Is it comparable to Delta Machine? Is it more harsh? Is it more soft? Is it more melancholic? Is it more sex? Is it more whatever?
Definitely more sexy. That was a joke, actually. No, it may be. I mean, at the moment, we're still, we haven't finished the album. We're still working on it, but it's sounding very exciting at the moment. We're very proud of it. And we think it's going to be as good or even a lot better than the last album, which we try and do all the time.
I mean, we worked with James Ford. It was a different. We've been working with Ben Hillier as a producer for the last few records, and it was time for us to change that up. So, and James really, he kind of came in fresh. He had no real agenda, and he just, he's not just a great producer. He's a great musician, and so he was able to really kind of guide us. Martin had written some great songs and demoed them, and I had too as well. So he kind of, was able to just like take those songs and take them to another level. It was really interesting to be working with him.
Dave, your shoes are stealing the show.
I know, aren't they? I got good socks too. Thank you, thank you.
As a
He
fan,
always tries to overdo us.
as a fan, but also as a journalist from Budapest, Hungary, I find it more than amazing that also on this tour you stop by at this small Eastern Central European country. You could have skipped it by saying you've been there 9 times already, giving 10 concerts, which is a Hungarian record as far as a major act is concerned. There must be a special bond also from your side. Is it so?
I would say yes, and we're very fortunate that we have fans all over the world. The difficulty is always trying to reach all of them and go to all these cities and the places. The tours that we do could go on forever. To be honest, we're very fortunate, and our fan base seems to grow stronger and stronger every time we put a record out. So we're very grateful for that.
And Budapest was also one of the. We were fortunate enough when the Iron Curtain was still there, that we visited a lot of these countries, and it was a great experience, and the fans really likes it as well that we'd come.
Yeah, I think we were like one of the first bands. I think we were there in '85. In like Budapest and Warsaw and Prague. It was not done back then.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Hello, I'm Peter Visser from the Netherlands, the Dutch website writteninmusic.com. Are you also planning to do festivals next summer, or is it still unsure, Martin?
I think that's still you mean the following summer?
The following summer, yeah.
I think that's still unsure. Like we said, we haven't announced the American tour yet or South America. So, you know, there will be more dates added, but, you know, we just don't know yet, you know, what they will be. Maybe.
Hi guys, I'm Julia from Virgin Radio. Thank you for being here. The guy over there was talking about war, and I was thinking about all the shit going on in the world at the moment, in this period. Did it affect your songwriting and the atmosphere of the new record?
I think it did, but we don't really want to get into the new album too much at this point because it's not released till next spring. So, you know, we'll be coming back to do more promotion and to talk about that then.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Sir Igor from Kiev, Ukraine. Thank you for great news. I would like to ask you, I guess it's really hard. You've got hundreds of released songs, so I think it's really hard to choose them, to play them live gig. Which criteria Depeche Mode use to update the next live set tour? Maybe your personal opinion, maybe expert opinion, or maybe you use focus groups. Thank you.
We have a sort of a Eurovision song contest where we vote for songs, and the songs that get the most votes are more likely to get in the set. But there's only three of us, so it's difficult.
I think as well, I mean, Fred is right. We have such a big choice, but and you know, you can only do so many songs. But predominantly, I mean, of course, we have the new album that we want to, you know, experiment and do new songs, and that's always a challenge, and it's exciting. And then we'll, you know, find songs that work alongside those as well. I'm sure we'll be doing all the favorites.
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll upset a lot of you.
Yeah. We can't please all of you.
Hi, my name is Gabby. I'm from Warsaw, Poland. And in terms of upsetting, my question would be, what irritates you most in the nowadays music industry?
Where are you? I can't see you.
Hi.
I don't know. I find it frustrating that smaller bands find it more difficult to get to the top with very low record sales, and radio stations not really playing much new stuff. So I think that's very frustrating and sort of makes us very lucky that when we were around, it was totally different, you know.
We still are around.
Yes, we are.
Hello, I'm Max. And the first time I see a Depeche Mode concert was from Violator tour. And I remember amazing songs, of course, but an amazing work we did with Anton Corbijn, maybe for the first time. The previous was Messy's tour, I think. Anyway, so what about the next tour? I mean, about Image, did the work with Anton. Anyway, so if you are going to work with Anton for the Image.
I'm sorry, we can't, if you haven't had an album before Violator, we can't answer your question because you're obviously not a true fan. No. I will answer your question. We are going to work with Anton, yeah, as Martin had said earlier, and we've actually we worked with him earlier this year, doing some photographs and started discussing ideas, album artwork, and how we can incorporate that into what we do visually as well. And like Mark said, it's a work in progress. Anton is, of course, a very busy man, but he wants to, of course, like do something that is beyond what he's done before. And there's a lot of things you can do now with technology as well, has moved on quite a lot, even from when we did the last tour. So a lot of that will be incorporated as well, I should imagine.
Okay, we'd like to take a question from the balcony, please. The balcony, there was a question from the balcony. Do we have that?
Is there anybody up there?
I'm here. I'm here. Thank you so much. I'm Sonia Multeri from Italy, and I would like asking you if you can tell us something about very funny moments or special moments that happened during the recording of the album. Thank you so much, and welcome back.
It's really hard when you can't see someone who's asking the question, but if anyone's got a flashlight or something. Where are you? Up here? Hi. Well, you know, loads of great things happen when you're recording, and for me, it's quite often when it's a bit spontaneous as well. Like you get an unexpected surprise. There was one point during the recording when James Ford, the producer, discovered that there was a pedal steel guitar of Martin's in the studio, and I think he taught himself how to play it within a day.
I think it was an hour.
Yeah. And it found its way onto quite a few of the songs. So, but you know, it's always exciting in the studio because Martin brings in a lot of his equipment from his own studio, and so we have tons of stuff to play with. And like we said, we worked with a completely new team as well. So. When things come together, and they are coming together quite quickly with James. He likes to work fast. He likes to get ideas flowing fast, and so you know, there's plenty of moments.
Thank you. We return now to the gentleman here.
Hi guys, R101 Italia. How would you describe the chemistry within the band after so many years of music, and are there some key factors who draw you to make this new record, even some notable personal factors from all of you, you know?
Yeah, like we said, you know, it's difficult for us to talk too much about the new album without giving too much away too early. You know, we like making music, so that's why we get together and we make albums. And it's, you know, we have fun doing it. That's about all we can say at this point.
I mean, there's a chemistry that happens, and you're never sure really when you go back into the studio again after all these years and all the music that we've made together. You don't really know what's going to happen, or if the chemistry between us is still going to be there. But you can't really. It's not something you can really talk about. There is something that kind of just. So music is magic, you know. It can be, and when it all comes together, you feel it. And then, and once again, when we take that to the next level and we go on stage and we perform that, it takes on another life. And of course, you're involved in that, you know, because we get to then all be part of something, you know, together. So we're excited to see what's going to happen with this stuff.
You know, it's quite nice, you know, the two halves of our career. You know, the first half, the creative part in the studio, and then followed by the tour, which is completely a different type of thing altogether. It makes being in a band really good.
It's weird because, you know, when you're making music, we're kind of isolated, and, you know, we actually jumped today when we came out of the hotel and there was a whole load of fans screamed suddenly. You know, we're not used to that because we've been away for quite a while. but we'll get used to it again.
Thank you very much. We return to a fan from Leipzig. Here you go.
Hello, guys. My name is Bianca. I'm from Leipzig in Germany. And my question is, especially to Dave and Martin too, sorry, Flat, have you already on stage forgotten the text from an old or a new song? You have so many songs. And if yes, what do you do then? How do you react?
Have you forgotten words from a song?
Oh, yeah, lots. Well, fortunately, quite often, I can't see that far without my glasses on now. But usually the first few rows, they're singing everything anyway. So I just kind of copy them. Or make it up.
Okay. The fans on the balcony, please, we can't see a thing. Maybe we'll put a little light up there.
Hello, I'm here. Okay, hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Mr. Filippetti from Il Sole. Two short questions. The first one being, what keeps you making more new music after more than 35 years together? The second one is, in the industry, the new fashion seems to be the reunions of bands. So is there any chance of Alan coming back with you? Thanks.
Well, there was a lot of questions, wasn't it, in one? I forgot the first part already.
What was the first
Next
part?
question.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sorry. I mean, we've been lucky for the last, almost 20 years now. We've had Peter Gaudino and Christian Eigner playing with us. Yes. You can put the light on them. I think they're down there somewhere. They look suspiciously. There's a couple of journalists that look suspiciously like Peter Gaudino and Christian Eigner. Oh yeah. And that question's kind of redundant, so really, but we're very lucky to have them have played with us so long. Yeah.
Okay, hello. This is Svetlana from Germany, Germany Television. I'm a little bit, flattering. To Dave, first of all, Andy and Martin, you look marvelous, ageless. Dave,
you look a bit older.
No.
I'm working on it, I'm sorry.
Dave, I wanted to ask you, because we're talking about forgetting, I'm wondering if you are still able to make this move, this shaking hip, swinging. Are you still able? I suppose that a lot of ladies would like to see it. Would you? Could
Well,
you?
you have it down pretty well. You can come up here and show everyone
Thank
if you like. Yeah.
I suppose you can better.
But no, I'm still in good form. I'm good to go. I'm glad you noticed, though. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Joanna from Germany. Nice to being here. I have a question. You played with a lot of bands and supporting acts. My question is your taste of music an influence for the supporting acts, or are there bands who you like to say, yes, I want to play with them? They are our supporting act. And
I think there's a bit of both there. Sometimes it's bands that we like, but it's bands that we choose. They're not bands that other people choose for us.
In the back.
And it can be dangerous if you're a support band for Depeche Mode. With our rabid fans.
If you have further questions, just raise your hands, because we're sort of reaching the end of our...
This gentleman right down here, he's had his hand up a few times. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
He'll be next, Dave.
He'll be next. All right, you're next.
Next.
Okay, hi guys. I'm Robert from Czech Republic, and a lot of your fans are touring with you across the Europe and across the world, and including me. And when I read their feedback on your shows, it's very positive. Always, my feedback is always positive. Thank you for the shows. But a lot of them have one big wish. Surprises during the tour, some changes in the set list. What are your plans for the next tour?
Well,
I mean the changes as a blasphemous rumors, something to do, so some old songs to add to your set list. Thank you.
Well, yeah, we have, as we said before, we'll be touring with the new album Spirit, and obviously we want to perform some songs from that album, and then we'll pick a bunch of songs that we would like to do. We usually rehearse a lot of songs, and then once we've locked into the set that we want to do, it changes a little now and again, but especially if songs are, visuals are incorporated with certain songs, there's a reason for that. There's a reason that we're putting on a show in a certain way, and that we want people to see that like that, because there's a performance that begins here, it has an arc, and that's where it ends. So I think there's room within the set to sometimes alternate some songs that feel that they're in the same tempo possibly, or feel so that but it's important that when you're coming to, and we're presenting a show, that we feel that it's to our strength and what we're doing. So it's it's not like we're playing little clubs and we can change the set every night. And
I mean, we've got over 200, I think, songs, and like I say, we can't play for 6 or 7 hours, and we do try and incorporate some old songs, but we can't incorporate every old song, obviously.
We have noticed, though, that there are quite a few fans that follow us around. In fact, wherever we are, we look out into the first few rows, and it's usually the same people.
Well, hi, my name is Martin. The sample we have heard sounds rather apocalyptic to me. Well, does the record reflect the state of the world as we know it now, or can we expect a political album?
I think that you have to wait and see. Really, as we said, we're still forming that, and but there's definitely, I think, a very uplifting and thought-provoking feel and sound to this record.
There is a lot of things happening around the world at the moment, particularly now, and it's hard to completely ignore it completely.
My name is Teresa. I'm coming from Portugal. You're going back to Lisbon once again. You have fans there in Portugal from the 50s to the 15. So with this kind of music, with this new album, are you looking for the youngest people, because it seems to be very powerful also?
I think we've always been very fortunate that somehow our music does appeal to young people as well as the people that have grown with us. We have no idea how that happens. We're very fortunate that it does. Maybe we've been around long enough now that people are just playing, the older generation are playing it to their children, forcing it on their children. So, but yeah, it's amazing. We look out into the audiences and we have, 15, 16, 17-year-olds there. And it's, that's great.
Thank you so much, Dave, Martin, and Fletcher. Thank you for being so open and answering to all these questions. And by the way, there are some old things that Depeche Mode are carrying around, and that's me. So I'm very grateful about that. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, everybody here at Teatro Dorato on Roberto Leduc and my behalf. And we see you on the tour. Thank you.
Think about it. Think about it. Good. Roberto, grazie.